Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Hey, welcome in as we get rolling here on this. What is it, Karen? What is our favorite phrase?
Mimosa Monday. Except we don't have any mimosas today.
Yeah, we call it non-Mimosa Monday.
Right, unfortunately.
Well, welcome in. Good to see you.
You too.
Boy, you know that phrase, look what the cat brought in? That's just, well, no.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, but, well, the worst way that people say it is they say, look what the dog drug in, and that's just really bad. Cats are... You know, you're a cat person, and so I was trying to be more respectful, you know, but then it's like the cat drug. That's not a way to say it. Look what the cat graced us with this morning.
That's right, because when they bring you things, they think they're doing something special for you.
They brought the catnip back. So.
Right.
Welcome back, Karen. It's good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
I know you've
Glad to be back.
Yeah, we missed you. I know you've been super, super busy, but it's been cool because Denise has been hanging out with us a little bit. Toys came in a few times, and I know you guys are staying so tremendously busy. And we'll dig in here in just a little bit about all the great things that are happening. Denise, welcome back.
Thank you.
We had a rap battle last week. Did we?
Oh, I hate I missed that.
No, we didn't. I just made it. I was trying to sound cool.
We're gonna.
Yeah,
one of these days.
I was trying to sound cool. I'm trying really hard these days. Man, I was speaking yesterday at church, and I do the announcements. And normally I'll dress up and I'll have like a tucked-in shirt, and I'll wear a suit jacket. Well, I chose the wrong colors yesterday because I went back and I go back and I cut up video and I look at different things about the service, Karen. And man, I got to talk to whichever kid runs one of those cameras because man, he hit that thing on the wrong angle, and I looked like a pear up there yesterday. It gave me flashbacks of when I was at North Dakota State, and it was my very first thing that I ever did, and they videoed something I was doing. And the camera guy is up under me.
Oh, no.
And not only did it look like a pear, then it looked like Rudolph, too, because my nose from this, It's all about the angle.
That's right. You got to get up high.
You got to know your angles.
Make you look thin.
So the angle's working this morning, though, for all of us. So, hey, we want to welcome you in as we get started here on this wonderful, magnificent, marvelous Monday. Always good to be here with you, friends, and welcome into Good Morning Huntsville. As we continue on, this is already episode number 354, and Karen, the running joke is that when we get to 365, I'm going to put this on autopilot for a year and take off. So Bridget and I are going to go to Cozumel with you and Russell. Can we arrange that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Load up. Let's go.
I know of a place that has some money, so maybe we can get some money from a certain place, and then we'll just go on a year vacation.
That's right. We got you. We got you covered.
It's on a interest-bearing loan, of course.
Right.
But no, we're just joking, having fun this morning. We do want to welcome you in. As always, big shout out to Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your custom jewelry needs. Go see my good friend Elliot Herzlich. We are continuing our Diamonds of Hope. Check this out, Karen. Do you like this, Karen?
Oh, that is pretty.
Yeah, this is
very pretty.
It's really beautiful. So these are. You saw this, Denise, didn't you, last time?
Nice and shiny.
Didn't I make a request too? I said somebody just bless Denise.
You did.
And we didn't have any donations.
They didn't.
Uh-oh.
So this is your morning. We still have 14 of these remaining. And for a suggested donation of $100, you too can own a half-carat diamond and matching pendant and matching earrings. And the best thing, it's not about the diamonds. It's just as a thank you gift. But the best thing about this is every dime will go to Care Center Huntsville. We are trying to help out Jackie Barham and the great folks there, raise about $2,000 for their services. And Elliot said, I want to help out. I want to be involved. And so, like I said, we've got about 14 of these remaining. And, Karen, man, this would.
I think that'd be perfect.
Hey, Russell or anybody out there this morning, if you'd like to bless Karen and Denise, we have plenty of these. But, yeah, these are beautiful. And, Karen, check this out. I want you to read this because I said a suggested donation of $100. Now, this is it's kind of hard for me to read, too, but can you see that right there? What is that?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
$319.
$319 is the value of these.
Wow.
And
that's a deal.
And I did not print these up on the printer and stick them in here, I promise. But if you'd like to be a part of that, go to our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Scroll down, look for the Diamonds of Hope, and your donations will go a long way. So. Karen, I know we were joking earlier and said welcome back, but it's been about a month or a little over. I know 1 week you were feeling ill and then you were gone on vacation for a little bit. Give us the summary of what's happened over the last 40 days or so.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I had pneumonia.
Oh, no.
And I didn't know it for several days, and it was getting down to the wire, time for me to get on the plane to Cancun, and I knew I wouldn't be able to go.
How did you know
sick.
You had it? Were you like...
I finally went to the doctor.
Was your chest hurting or your back?
Everything.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I kept thinking, I'm going to get over this because I'm not a sickly person, and I don't, I just thought it's cold or something, and I'll get over it. But it just kept getting progressively worse. So I finally went to see Connor down at Independent Urgent Care and got a couple of shots and some medicine, and about 3 days into vacation, I started feeling better.
Oh, good. Wow. And y'all were down in Cozumel?
Cancun.
Okay. Have you been to Cozumel before?
Oh, yeah.
Which one
Many
do you
times.
prefer?
I really do like Cozumel.
Cozumel.
Yeah, that's probably my
y'all
favorite.
do the all-inclusive, everything
included.
Absolutely.
And all that? Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Air, hotel, food, drinks, you name it. It's all in one price.
You got the hookup then. We call that, Denise and I call that the homie hookup is what you get.
Well, I mean, you can go to united.com and anybody can get that.
Do they do it all together as a package then? Wow. That's pretty cool stuff.
The only way to go.
Bridget and I need to do that because we really like going on cruises. But talking to you and hearing this from you now several times, it seems like this may be the better way to go.
To me, it is. I don't prefer cruising. I prefer flying and staying all-inclusive. So,
what is the travel like? Post-COVID, how is the travel and the safety whenever you go down there? What does that feel like? I mean, do you feel pretty safe? Everything?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and we stayed at the resort the whole time. There's really no reason to leave unless you want to go into town and go shopping. But it's still safe. I mean, yeah, I've never not felt safe going.
When we went on the cruise, I felt safe as long as let me backtrack a couple of steps. I felt safe as long as I was with people that were also on the ship, and I didn't go on these excursions with random people. And I'll never forget the first time, this is kind of embarrassing, but the first time I ever went horseback riding was on a cruise on an excursion in Mexico. And that was the first time ever. And Denise, maybe you can help me with this. Like, is it the horses like burros or something? Am I even like? It's a little tiny horse that I was on.
Oh, that's a donkey.
Well, it wasn't a no. This 4 weeks of college courses aren't helping my ignorance much at all. No, it wasn't a donkey. It was just a smaller horse, and it was funny because the guy was like, "You barely fit on this one, my friend." And I have
Nobody asked you that, sir.
I have a picture of this. I have a picture of me on this horse, and I need to find it, but it's just absolutely hilarious because literally I feel like I'm bigger than this horse. And he goes, "Have you ridden before?" I was like, "No, sir." And he had the real heavy accent, and his English was broken, but he knew enough to where we could communicate. He was the guide, and he's like, have you rode before?" "No, sir." "Oh, let me put you on this one. Very slow, very slow."
That's my kind of burro.
Yeah, and I got on that little dude, man, and he was slow, but he was very docile, I guess is the word.
Mm-hmm.
He was very friendly. And I remember the guide saying, after all of this, "Has anyone had this surgery?" He called, like, not surgery, but the surgery. "Has anyone had this surgery in the last month?" And he like paused it. It's kind of like he's making up something.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I had surgery 3 weeks ago. This was when I had like hernia surgery.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm already on the horse. Do I say yes? And he's like, "If you have, you can no ride horse." I'm like, why didn't you tell us this to begin with, man?
Well,
So needless to say, I rode the horse. He put me on the slow one. It was a fun trip. And there was some... Let me back up and say this. Have you ever been around people who think that like they're good at everything?
Oh, yeah.
Or they know everything?
Yes.
All right. Well, there was a lady there, and they were talking about the horses and how to get on them and all this kind of stuff. Well, of course, there's a lady there, and she goes, "I ride horses all the time. I know what I'm doing. I'm always riding horses. Blah blah blah. Just really, really."
Know it all.
Know it all. Kind of. Can we say tootie snooty? Is that a good word?
Yes.
Little tootie snooty about the horse. And so she goes, "Oh, I know all about this." You know what? That poor woman, it's her own fault. But like literally 20 minutes into the ride, she falls and breaks her ankle.
Oh, no.
And the rest of the...
But she probably knew how to fix that, though,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I know how to fix it. Don't worry. I have popsicle sticks and
her own
masking
splint.
tape. No, and so long story short is that was like the first excursion. You go on that first excursion on day 2.
Mm-hmm.
The whole rest of the trip, I just see this woman in a wheelchair being pushed around
Oh,
with her.
no.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, but that's here's the inspiration today. If you think you know it all, you probably don't know it all.
That's right. There's always something to
karma's
learn.
real.
Do you ever have like I'm sure you see it like in the banking industry sometimes, someone will be like, "Oh, well, I understand how this financial thing works." And
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, "No, not really." Or I bet. And I'm not saying this like as a knock on customers, so I got to be careful because I don't want to say it that way because you guys are so great with customers. But I could only imagine that some people may come in and you're doing a loan and they're like, "Well, the interest rate should be blah 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 because of the Fed blah blah blah." Do you ever get any of that?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Yes.
And so yeah, I was just thinking about that because I may have been that guy one day until I learned a little bit from you guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's part of the job is education.
Yeah.
You gotta...
Now, I never did it with y'all. Anything y'all have always been so great anyways, and the rates are always so extremely competitive. I've never even questioned anything. I'm like, "Oh, man, that's great." In fact, someone that you know very well helped me with my mortgage.
Yes.
And did a wonderful job with that. And
He's very quick.
very quick.
Yeah, quick to close.
Very
Does a good job. Holds your hand pretty much through the whole process.
Yeah, I mean, very, very detail-oriented. Told me 6 months prior what I needed to do in order to do the mortgage.
Right.
He's like, "I'm not a financial advisor, but in my opinion, I think you need to do this." I did exactly what this specific person told me. And 6 months later, guess what? I was ready for the mortgage. And I'll never forget, he calls and he's like, "Man, I got you the mortgage." He goes, "But I apologize. That rate is like 3.2% or something." And I was sitting there like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, that's the best I could do at the time." I'm sitting there thinking, my goodness, man, the cheapest rate I ever had back in the day was like 6 1/4, so I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
And now they're like,
Now you couldn't get a 3. Yeah.
yeah. So don't act like you know everything is the moral of the story. That's it. We're done with the show today.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, I want everybody listening, watching to know that the cookie machine is here.
It's in the building.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's the first thing I noticed when I walked in. I didn't even say hello. I said, "Oh,
Yep, there it is. Now we got to go get some cookie dough.
yep."
Karen, we were talking about something, and I forgot what it was, and you said something to me, and I said, yeah, that's about as right as me telling you that I'm going to bring that cookie oven. And I don't remember what we were talking about.
I don't remember either. But yeah, I remember that conversation.
It flowed in nicely. So I told her, I was like, yeah, well, it's just about as good as me bringing that oven. It is here. And we want to make sure that we acknowledge this, Karen, real quick. This is Denise, can you zoom in on that real quick? Just kind of the old pinch and zoomer there. And let's see if we can get this thing to work. Is it?
Ooh.
Let's see. Are we working? Oh.
You see it?
Look at that, Karen.
There it is.
There she lies.
A thing of beauty.
Wow, look at her. Just ready to
ready to bake some cookies.
Go ahead and hit that green or that blue NDI button there. There we go. That'll freeze it. And so there you go.
Ready to fulfill its purpose.
Yes.
You can tell he's a little dirty though. See the top of him there?
That's okay.
That's all right. We're all a little dirty.
We'll get that cleaned up.
He needs a little bath, but those what did we call it? Credit union cookies.
Yeah, credit union cookies.
That
was the last show that I was on, the credit union cookies, so it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
It's been a long time.
Yep, it has been.
We've had a couple other AI songs since then. Didn't we have one for you, Denise?
We did one.
So.
What was that one about?
I feel like we did something for
We
Denise.
did one when...
I asked you about like a type of music. You remember this?
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
It was cumbia, but I don't know. Was it just the music or what was the song about?
No,
it was just the music.
It was the music. I was asking Denise about like...
Spanish music.
Yeah, I was like, you got any good Spanish music? What do you like to listen to? And you said, what was it?
Cumbia.
Cumbia. I'd never heard of it. I was like, do you mean Colombia? She's like, no, cumbia. And so I told it, generate an instrumental of cumbia music. And then it came out. And she was like, this is what it was. You said you and your grandma, you would cook with her to this music?
No, that's the cleaning music.
The cleaning music. That's what it was.
If you wake up to that on a Saturday morning,
it's time to clean.
Deep clean day. 7 o'clock in the morning, it's blasting. Oh, yeah. You're going to deep clean today.
The more the faster it is, the harder you clean.
When me and my sister got our first apartment together, well, I mean, that's what we were used to. And I'll never forget our upstairs. Everybody else was great. Everybody around us, our apartment, but the upstairs one would complain every time. We're like, we're cleaning. You can't mess with the clean.
That's right.
There needs to be lyrics of Fabuloso thrown in that.
Yeah.
Can I just go down this train just for like 30 seconds? Cleaning supplies. Karen, what is the go-to like mop liquid, mop soap?
My hand doesn't fit a mop, so I'm really not sure.
That's
never has, unfortunately. So I'm really not sure.
Like Pine Sol, though, would you think?
You know, growing up, it was...
That's a great answer.
That's the truth. Yeah. Growing up, it was Pine Sol, but now it's Fabuloso. But the original purple, Fabuloso.
The reason I talk about this, man, Fabuloso just, to me, it just stinks, man. Really? And I know when I go into a Fabuloso home. Mm-hmm. I know when I walk in. Or a
restaurant that cleans with it, yeah.
It hits me like right here. Mm-hmm. Now, the Pine Sol, I think it may be something nostalgic because my grandma used Pine Sol. And it's got to be that old brown container. It can't be any of that new flavor, new age mess. It's got to be
the original lemon.
Yes. And that, to me, just smells delightful.
It smells clean.
Clean and delightful. Although I wouldn't know much about it either, so I'm with Karen on this one. Well, hey, we're having fun this morning, friends. Let us know that you're out there. Hey, I'm going to go back to giving away a little cash today. We'll have a keyword up in just a few moments. So in honor of Walker County Federal Credit Union, I'm going to give away some cash today. But it is from me. It's not from them. It's going to, it kind of in a roundabout way is because it comes out of my account that I have.
We hand it to you.
To you. So we'll do that here in a moment. I'll have the keyword. Before we take our first break, do y'all notice something different on the screen, Karen? Besides you being here?
Well, the background.
Background, yeah, a little bit. Do you notice anything about the colors of the screen? Did you know that it looks more like how we look in real life now?
It is bright. It does look better.
Thank you. See, this is what I was looking for. I
it does look better.
I took a two-day little getaway here.
Okay.
I'll show you this kind of nerdy moment real quick. Karen's like, I have no interest in this, but I'm going to show it to y'all anyway. How you're seeing us, hopefully, this is like how we look in real life right now. And I'm glad because Karen looked beautiful as always. Denise looked beautiful as always. And now it's really brought out the true beauty of you guys with the true color that y'all see here. But I was gone for 2 days. I drove down to the Woodlands. I didn't stay the night, but for 2 days last week, Tuesday and Wednesday, they had this really cool production conference. You ever heard of the Woodlands Church? Huge church in the Woodlands. They had a conference down there, but it wasn't like their church. It was a national conference for a organization called Church Production, but it was this Capture Summit. And it was 2 days of meeting different vendors in the industry and learning about production. And I said, well, this is great. Not only can I use it for what I do at church, but I can use it for my sports broadcasting, and I can use it for here. And so one thing is, they taught me how to start color matching. So this is what's called a color chip chart. And what's really cool, and see all this up here? See these little things moving around, Karen? It's really cool because if
I wondered what that was.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
See, I take it away. Each one of these is a color.
I thought the screen was broken for a second.
Yeah,
when I first looked at
it looks like,
but then it moved.
Our audience can't see this, but these are colors like magenta, blue, cyan, green. See those? And watch this whenever I put this up. Watch it. Whoop, see that meter? It starts, it detects all these colors. So anyways, nerd moment. I'm learning how to hone in the cameras to make our colors look better.
Awesome.
So I have a new goal, and I want to encourage. Here's some inspiration this morning for all of us. Every week, try to improve just one thing. Just one thing. And it can be minuscule. It could be, man, I need to sleep in an extra 5 minutes. You know, that's what I'm
I'll
trying
second
to
that.
Yeah,
we do.
But I mean, seriously, though, think of one thing every week that you can improve. And that's going to be my goal is to improve one thing that we do with Hello Huntsville every week. And then I'm going to improve one thing with my sportscasting and one thing with what I do at church. So I've got 3 things every week that I want to, just something new. And it can be something extremely simple. Maybe it's something like organizing your desk differently. Who knows what it is? But think of that. And I think if you go back in 52 weeks, there's going to be a lot of things that you've done that you're like, man, I didn't even think about that.
That is true. That's a good idea.
So
it's a good goal.
I like that.
Just one thing each week, and that's going to be my goal. And I want to encourage everybody else out there, and then report back to us in a year and let us know how it went. So, well, hey, we're going to take our first break. I'll have a keyword here in a moment. Karen and I have not brainstormed the keyword yet, so we're going to come up with that in a moment. Let us know that you're out there this morning, though. We'd appreciate if you like and share this broadcast. We wouldn't be able to bring you our Mondays without our great friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. Karen Denman, Denise, Olivas with us here on this Monday. And people always ask, and this has been my ongoing thing, and even with New Waverly, I've had a lot of folks, because we appreciate you guys. Y'all are our season presenting sponsor this year for New Waverly football. I've been asking folks, they say, Rob, what can we do to help? I said, go to Walker County Federal Credit Union and set up an account. That's the easiest thing you can do right now to help. This morning, y'all open at 9, go walk in there, set up an account, and even better yet, go get a loan.
Yep.
And on Friday, you can come get some cookies.
Do you think?
That's right.
I'm almost thinking that these will be, I think this Friday may be like the official launch of the.
Yeah.
It will be.
It will be.
Because we're gonna get some dough, and I mean we've been waiting. You've been holding us up, Rob, but thank you for coming through with the cookie machine.
Yes.
One thing a week, Karen.
That's it.
That was. I'm done for the rest of the week.
This one only took 2 months.
Yeah.
Because I remember we said, oh, we'll have it for my birthday. We'll be debuted on my birthday. So it was.
So we finally have it.
I almost think it was like 6 months, but
it feels more like 6.
Thanks for being generous. So, well, friends, we will take a quick break. Mayor Humphrey chiming in. We've got some news we want to share with you here in just a little bit. We'll also go back and talk about some great events that happened over the weekend here in our community. Stay with us. More to come as we continue celebrating all things good here in Huntsville. Our shows every Monday brought to you by our good friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. We'll step aside and take a break. More to come here on this Monday. This is your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your four-legged family members.
So, what's inside the mysterious little box?
Whoa, what box? Oh, that box over there.
You went to Elliot.
Wait, don't open it yet. Oh, and yes, I went to see Elliot's Jewelers just a couple of days ago.
Inside the box, is it golden?
Well, I was a little concerned about the price of gold because it's high, but Elliot really helped me find something beautiful and monetarily agreeable.
Oh, well, hey, can I open it now? Please?
Whoa, just a little longer. You have to at least wait until Christmas Day.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Elliot's Jewelers. Fine jewelry and engravable gifts. Schedule your appointment at elliotsjewelers.com. That's ELLIOTTS Jewelers.com.
Make sure there's something extra special inside the mysterious little box you give this season.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Braylon, say, this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
All right, friends, welcome back at as we continue on. Time now 8:17. Karen, look what's flashing up on the screen there.
The keyword.
Some of those cookies.
Some cookies.
Some of that cookie. I just like to say it like that. I was hoping Karen would come up with a rap for us, Denise. That cookie. Can you just say like that cookie?
No.
Thanks a lot,
I'm no
Karen.
fun.
Actually, you're loads of fun, Karen. You are. We missed you so much. I was kind of lonely in here. I'll be honest. Like Denise was here and it was fun, and Toy was in here and it was fun. But I was like, I don't have my keyword partner in here.
That's right.
And it was really hard for me to come up with the keywords. In fact, 2 weeks in a row, I made them the same thing. I was like, I'm just going to keep it the same because I don't have my keyword. So in the future, on the weeks that you're not here,
you can text me.
Can you text in the keyword for me?
I'll do that for you.
Perfect. All right. Hey, you know what? When you're not here, you can text to win, by the way.
Yeah.
You never thought about that, did you?
I didn't.
You can text to win. So, well, hey, let us know that you're out there as we continue on this morning. A lot happening here in Huntsville, and we're going to get to some of those events over this past weekend and some events that are coming up here pretty soon as well. We do want to hear from you, though, this morning. A lot of folks are already commenting in this morning. Do us a favor, hit like and share so we can continue to celebrate all the good things happening here in our community. One thing that I had mentioned to you, Karen, that I really enjoyed is your mom was still watching, and she would text in and say good morning and everything.
She loves to watch the show. She does. Even if I'm not on here, she likes it. Yeah.
How's your mom doing?
She's doing good.
Does she come here to Huntsville to visit from time to time?
I usually go there. Her husband's not doing well, so
Gotcha.
she doesn't really leave him very long, so I usually go there.
I was going to say, one day if she ever does make the trek to Huntsville, I sure would like to meet her.
Yes, she would love to meet you.
Is she in Palestine? Or
Palestine.
In Palestine. Okay. Well, Miss Daly, I'm going to tell you what. If I come through Palestine, I may hit you up. So maybe I'll go by. And,
she would love that.
I'll go by and see her sometime. So, well, hey, Karen, a couple of things that just happened. I'm going to get to a really fun event that's coming up this Thursday. But before we do, this past weekend there was a lot going on. We had the antique show. I didn't get out there. Have you ever been out to the antique show?
I did not get out there either. No.
I know that went very well. I think that's Kay King that puts that on every year, and I know that she had just a tremendous amount of vendors. I saw some stuff on social media about that. So if you made it out, let us know that you made it out there and just kind of your takeaways. I know that that's a really fun event. With children, it's hard, but I've turned into like this antique guy. Do you enjoy?
I do like looking at that stuff. I really do. Yeah.
Like I very rarely buy anything, but I just like to go look at it. And Bridget and I were driving through, was it Round Top?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the antique?
That's a great place.
Yeah.
That's like the antique capital, right? We were cruising through there, and then I see this sign for the smallest active Catholic church in the United States. Have you ever seen this? It's right there off that main road coming out of Round Top. And this little church only seats probably like 10 people. And it's an active Catholic church. It's a chapel in the middle of a cemetery. And it even has a sign that says like world's smallest active Catholic church. So we went in there and, I took a video and then I got on YouTube. I was going to upload it. And then I got on YouTube and all these comments were like, how dare you walk in there without doing this, this, and this. So I was like, I better not upload that video. Because it's an active church. And so, there's, Denise, you know about this. Like there's a proper way to approach right at the front of the Catholic church, I guess. I don't know how it all works, but yeah, someone was upset about that on the YouTube comments. I was like, whoa, I better not post my video, man. I'm going to get scorched. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but you know what I'm saying? There's like a certain way to approach things. But yeah, Bridget and I went over there, and it was really cool just walking in. I was like, Karen, you'd love it. Don't even have AC,
Oh, gosh. Wouldn't be staying in there long.
It's one of these right here. Oh, Lord, it's getting hot up in here. But I brought all that up because, thinking about antiques, we cruised through, and I told Bridget, I said, we need to find someone to watch the children for a weekend, and she and I just need to go stay at like a B&B and just, they're so cool. I didn't realize all that existed. So that just happened. Was it Friday or Thursday, the homecoming parade?
Thursday.
Thursday. Let us know about that because you were in it.
Yeah, rode on the fire truck with council, the old fire truck. So, yeah, it was fun. Threw out lots of candy, big crowd. Yep, it was nice.
Did you go, Denise? You ever go to the parades? Huntsville has a parade.
For everything.
Everything. We need to have a Karen Denman returns to Hello Huntsville, Good Morning Huntsville after a month parade.
I think that sounds great. That's a wonderful idea.
One thing that I noticed, and I'm not complaining about this because I think it's a tradition that should never go away. In my hometown, they got rid of it because of safety, and that's like it's kind of a hot topic. It was tragic because a child in a neighboring community in Hutto, Texas. They were throwing candy. The child got under a float and took the child's life.
Oh, no.
And so they banned candy. And then Georgetown, because of that, banned candy. And I know it's a horrible accident, but I just don't, that's part of the
That is
culture.
horrible.
It's terrible. But there's also responsibility of the parents that they, like, hey, keep an eye on your children, And this was years and years ago. Because I remember growing up, they always threw candy. And that was my favorite thing. And then I'll be honest, like as I got a little bit older, even now I'm 40 and I still love getting candy off those things, But as I got older and they had parades and they didn't throw the candy, I'll be honest, I quit going to them because as a child, like that's why you go, right?
Right. They're all out there with their bags trying to catch it. And
I think that they did finally do something to still have that, and I think what it was is if people were walking, they could hand out candy like by hand. They just couldn't throw it anymore. But I remember I was like, my friends would go, hey, you want to go to the 4th of July parade? I was like, nope, they don't throw candy anymore. Absolutely not. And that's one thing that I hope we don't ever get away from because as a child, that was some of my best memories growing up.
Oh, the kids love it.
And just be careful. And if you're a parent, watch your children, The reason I brought all that up, though, is I don't have a problem with it because it's candy. But, man, I was cruising through on Sunday coming up here to church, and I was like, man, they had a parade. That's for sure.
You can tell.
Candy all over the place.
Yes, it's all over.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. How does that get cleaned up? Because, a few days later, it's cleaned up, and I'm like, does the street sweeper vacuum really do that good of a job?
Mm-hmm. It is.
They do.
Man, they got some parade vacuums up in here in Huntsville. Georgetown, we didn't have those, man. All those things would do is go and just throw dirt and garbage everywhere. The ones here, the streets are, like, clean.
They are.
Is there a ordinance if you have a horse during the parade? Do you have to have something behind it, if you know what I mean?
I don't know. Good question. Probably so. Because it happens.
Yeah.
It do.
Denise, it do.
It do. It do. It do be doing.
I remember that, too, that somebody complained about it. And so, it's not like you ain't taking horses out of the parade, obviously, but they the next year there was these weird. It was like these little things that come off the back of the horse in this.
Yes, like a bag.
Yeah, it's like a little
receptacle.
Yeah, something. I was like, who thought of that?
I don't know. Somebody who had to clean it up afterwards.
Yes.
That guy is way richer than we are.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I will say, I was so upset. I was driving down the highway and there was somebody pulling a trailer with some cows in it. Thankfully, it was just pee, but it was all over my car. Because I was trying to pass it and I was like, no. It got all over my car. I was not happy about it. That wouldn't do this receptacle.
Did you clean it off?
Well, yeah.
All right.
You have to.
I didn't want that on there.
What would that be like, just driving down the road and it's like a garden sprayer of cows on here?
See, that's why you can't have a convertible or just have. I don't open the top on mine because I'm just something's gonna fall in.
Sounds like I was joking about the intro of our show. I was joking about it. Sounds like something at the beginning, Karen.
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess it does bring it.
It
here.
does. It does.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, it's just those are the memories though, and I think those are the things. You think about Huntsville and what makes this community so unique, and something literally as simple as a parade, but how this town puts them on, and how the city and those involved, like yourself and city council, are. And riding on that fire engine's got to be just so cool because it's an older fire engine. It usually stays parked inside the fire station there off Sam Houston. And is it Sam Houston? Yeah, it stays parked
Fire
in
station number 2. Yep.
And then they bring that thing out. I'm wondering who does the maintenance on that because it's got to be a specialized type of maintenance.
I'm sure the fire department people have somebody that does that.
In fact, I bet it's probably easy to work on because my grandmother used to tell me she had an old Chevelle Malibu. And she told me, she's like, I used to work on this car all the time. And you'd open the hoods of those old vehicles, and it looks like you could get to every single thing you needed to get to.
Yeah, you could.
The new cars, ain't nobody getting to nothing.
Nothing.
There was someone was telling me about changing their oil. And my sister, if you're watching, Rebecca, I don't know if it was you or who it was, but there was something to do with, you know what it was? I don't think it was my sister. She has like a Volkswagen SUV. Somebody was telling me in order to change the battery in their car. They have to go under the hood, like under the bottom of, and remove 18 bolts of some pan. It's not the
Oh, my
oil
goodness.
pan. Just to get to something to disconnect a battery.
I'm not surprised.
That was usually the easiest one. You just, I don't know,
Not surprised at all.
Pop it right out.
Like we have a Hyundai Santa Fe, and to get to the battery of it is a nightmare. So, and in fact, the first time I had to jump start it, I didn't even know how to jump start it. I'm like, where's the terminals at? And I had to go read the manual,
Yeah.
which thank goodness they still have a paper manual with vehicles, not this digital mess. And I saw, but even then it would confuse me, so I got on YouTube. I mean, it took the manual and YouTube to figure it out. But no, the parade happened this weekend. It was a lot of fun. Bearcats, by the way, victorious now. Man, you know, all you got to do, I believe, in college football at the FBS level is win 6 games, and you're pretty much guaranteed a bowl game. Well, man, Sam Houston's on their way. They've won 3 already. 3-1.
3-1.
They knocked off New Mexico State, or they call it NM State, this past weekend. Last year, NM State was like 7-1 in the conference, won the conference. And not only did Sam Houston beat them, they kind of pounded them a little bit. So
Yeah, I don't remember what the final score was, but yeah,
like 38 to 10, something like that.
Yeah.
Karen, I know you haven't been able to get to too many games, but you went to the Rice game.
I did.
Can you talk a little bit about that experience being down there in Houston at that? Was it pretty cool?
It was cool. Yeah, it was really neat.
Sea of
A lot
orange?
of fun. Lots of orange down there.
I was
for
looking on the TV screen, and I was like, why is there more orange than blue? That's what it looked like on TV. I was like, this is great.
It did. It really did.
We had athletic director Bobby Williams on the show last week, and Bobby's done such a tremendous job. He was literally there the first year that they moved to Division II all the way through FBS. Prior to that, they were in NAIA, which is kind of, you know, starting out almost like junior college in a way. And to think about the transition of the university, and I tie this in to you know, the good of our community and to the banking industry. You know, there's a lot of people that work at the university, and they've got to have somewhere to put their money and what they earn, and that's why it's good to have the credit union here in town.
Right.
One other thing that I wanted to highlight, you know, about this upcoming weekend, or on Thursday, is the Mayor's Ball.
Yes.
Let us know a little bit about this,
This is
Karen.
the inaugural ball, and it's Thursday at the Vintage. It starts at 7, and the mayor is going to donate proceeds to CASA of Walker County and Meals on Wheels. So if you haven't bought your tickets, please get online and do that. We'd love to see you there. It's going to be an awesome event.
We've had that on our newsletter now for some weeks, and Mayor Humphrey had chimed in a little bit earlier. The inaugural Mayor's Ball happening this Thursday, 7 p.m. at the Vintage downtown. And I like what he said, is helping to make an investment in our community. And I wanted to tie this in to you guys because Walker County Federal invests a ton in the community, and not just here in Huntsville. The name is Walker County. You guys are helping out folks from all over the county, and we're so thrilled to have you all as our season presenting sponsor of New Waverly football this season. Denise, chime in a little bit more on that, just the investment that y'all are making and why you continue to stay involved. I mean, it's so important.
Well, I mean, we can't expect the community to invest in us, to put their money or their faith in us if we're not returning the favor. So we have to be a part of the community, and we have to show that, you know, we are here for you. And we've talked about this before. We are a nonprofit. So that is the point of the credit union is, you know, anything that we're bringing in with your help, it's put back into the community. That's the point of the credit union, is to give back and to be a part of that community and a part of its people, its members. So,
and anybody can throw money at something, you know,
Yeah,
let me donate to this event, let me donate to that. But we're there. So you'll see our faces at almost everything that happens.
I think that there needs to be a position, someone needs to create like a business here in Huntsville that business is in charge of connecting organizations to nonprofits, because man, there are so many
There's a lot.
nonprofits here in Huntsville. And I know the SBDC does a good job helping with the commercial side of business, but I almost feel like there needs to be a position to help navigate, you know, how many opportunities
There are so many.
yes.
and what I mean, let me rephrase this. There needs to be a position to where if me as a business said, I want to give back to the community, what can I do? there are so many opportunities to give back. And I know you guys are almost involved in everything, just like Greg and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I see their name on everything. It's so crazy to think about that. You know, when I launched this show, Karen, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago now, you know, coming up towards the end of, a year and a half ago, I think a lot about just someone had came to me and said, well, how are you going to have this show? How are you going to find something to talk about every day? You know, I know sometimes I ramble on, but the reality is we've had well over 250 guests on this show of different nonprofits from this area. And someone had mentioned to me, well, there's not that many nonprofits. I looked it up before I started the show.
There's a lot.
There's like almost 300 in good standing. There's like 500. Now, 200 of those haven't filled out their paperwork, so they're not in good standing, which the ones that aren't, you don't know who they are because, you know, and it's not a bad thing. They may have just had an idea and then they just didn't go through with it. And so that's why it's not in good standing. But there's so many ways to be involved in this community. Steph Valley of Magnolia Kennel has done such a great job helping to connect me with other community leaders. We're going to have Chief Mathis on our show here before too long with the Huntsville Fire Department and talk to him. And, you know, here we are getting close to 365 episodes in, and I feel like we've only touched the surface of maybe 5% of Huntsville. So that's putting pressure on me. I got work to do.
Yes.
I got a lot of work to do. And I mention all that because if you're out there watching this morning and you know of somebody that maybe you want to have on the show, have them come in and join us. You know, we always have guests along with our foundation sponsors. We'd love to have somebody today. It's just us hanging out. But we would love to continue to promote all of these great things happening. I had someone the other day come up to me and said, you know, we just moved to Huntsville. We were Googling stuff, and your show came up, and we watched a few episodes, and we learned so much about this community. And I said, that's great. I said, now go learn about the partners that you see on there, the businesses, and go by and see them and say hello to them. So, but yeah, Mayor's Ball happening on Thursday. And then tonight is
Trivia.
An event that I need to get out there and be a part of.
You always say that.
Ken Holland was there. He posted on Facebook. Was that his first time?
I think it was. So.
Yeah.
First or
I think
second.
He's been there, but he just never played, probably because we see people, and I can see them because I'm where I sit. I see everybody like towards the front, towards the door, and I'll see them like when they come up to pay their bill, and they just kind of look over like, what is happening right now? So I think we've seen him there. Like he's just happened to be there for dinner before, but that was his first time playing, I think. Yeah, they did really good.
Do you ever hit up people like if they're just sitting there like, y'all gonna play trivia, and just don't even ask them, just Huntsville volunteer them?
I do go ask, and most of the time they'll say, well, I want to play.
Sometimes they're like, no, and then they see it start, and they're like,
then they change their mind.
Yeah, we'll play.
Yeah.
If you want to play, Karen Denman will make you feel like you're a winner, by the way.
That's right. Everybody's a winner.
Yeah, even if you have 30 points and the person next to you has 200, you're like, you're doing great. Thanks, Karen.
Hey, just showing up and playing and guessing. I mean, that's you never know.
We
Might
have
get
teams.
it right.
I mean, they've been there, and they make fun of themselves, and they're like, if we made it above 50, like they're, you just get excited. We try to make it fun, and we give you a chance to do bonus points and make it fun, and it's a Monday.
It's
We've
a
all
good
had
time.
a long day, so we
it's a
want to
good
go
time
and
for a Monday.
Yeah, we want to have fun.
I may have asked y'all this before, but it just went. How did this start? What happened? Were you eating one day and someone said trivia? I mean, how did this idea? How did you get this thing going?
Well, at that time we were going to a lot of trivias.
Yeah, Denise and I were going to trivias around here, some in Conroe, and we were sitting with Delphina, the owner of the restaurant, and she said, it's kind of slow on Mondays. And Denise and I said, well, why don't we try trivia? She said, well, I don't know if people will come. And so here we are over 2 years later. We just had our 2-year anniversary. So, that's how it got started. And it's turned into something really big.
Now, are y'all still doing it I know for a while at another place that was open, previously y'all were doing it there, but that place closed. Are y'all are y'all doing it just once a week, or are y'all doing it?
Once a week.
And I was thinking about this while you were talking. I haven't heard anything about Trace's place lately. Are they still open?
Yes, I see them on Facebook.
Okay.
I see them post things on Facebook.
Yeah, that seemed like a wonderful.
It's a really neat place.
Wonderful family that I'd reached out to when I saw them. There's something else. There's a lot of things that are being built here in Huntsville. Texas Roadhouse getting ready to open before too long.
It's getting close.
I think there's a lot of anticipation.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's excited.
In fact, that just Texas Roadhouse on its own has drove so much traffic to our website. We wrote an article about coming soon on that, and that page alone, like 25,000 views, which is nuts. And if you go to Google and type in Texas Roadhouse, Huntsville, Texas, that article comes up number one. And I'm like, cool, keep it there because that's good traffic for us. But through that, the managing partner, Anthony Antonides, reached out to us and gave me some details, and that really provided some more insight. And then he came on the show and talked to us, and Anthony has said, hey, we'll give you some stuff to give away. So we're going to be in communication with him about maybe gift certificates or something that we can start doing and giving away to Texas Roadhouse. And then we're going to go over there and hopefully get a little tour of that place before they open. So we're working on that. Set to open coming up in October. There's a chamber ribbon cutting for it, and that's going to be a really tremendous asset to our community. Someone had made the comment of, like, that's going to hurt local small business. I don't think it will. I don't think it will, and here's why. Because, and please don't anyone take this the wrong way, because I'm not saying this specifically about any business in town. But the truth is, if you put out a good product and a good service, and you're doing all you can for the community, but it has to be a good product and it has to be great service and a good price, you'll have a good chance of being successful. Yeah. Point in case, here's a random place out in the middle of nowhere that's doing extremely well, Carmelita Taqueria. Never even heard of it. Have you heard of this place? We had it on the Billy Cawthon Restaurant Report last Friday.
Out in the big city of Phelps.
Yeah, and guess what? There's big Mexican restaurants around this area, and they're doing well. Why? Because they have great food. They have an extremely great price. Some of these restaurants, I even told Mandy over at Fiesta Taqueria, I'm like, you better raise your prices, man. Because I'm like, you go in, and the food's like $7-8. You get filled up. We got, what are the things called? Is it torta? It's like a Mexican sandwich. Is that? And it's called torta. It's called torta there because it's like the size of a tortoise.
It's yeah.
I thought it was small.
No, it's healthy.
It's real healthy. $8, and this thing was huge. It's all I paid, $8 for it. But the reason I bring all this up is, Texas Roadhouse is coming, but I think it's going to be an addition to the great things that we already have here in Huntsville. Think of places like Cafe Texan. They're doing great. That's a one-off business. Think of City Hall Cafe. They got 2 locations. They're doing very well. Why? Because they have great food, good prices, and great service. Fiesta Taqueria, doing very well. 1836, doing great. Mr. Hamburger's been doing great. These businesses will continue to thrive. Rodeo, doing great. I saved the best for last. Rodeo. Delfina, doing very well.
Yes.
And so I think when a Texas Roadhouse comes in, it gives you, in my opinion, and I don't have any scientific evidence to back this up, but in my opinion, I think it puts more of an idea of going out to eat in people's minds. And so they may say, oh, well, we went to Texas Roadhouse last week. Let's go try this week. There may have been people that aren't thinking about going out to eat much, but now the excitement of this place, they're going to start thinking about going out to eat more. And I challenge you on this. Start adding up your grocery bill and see if it's actually cheaper to buy groceries than it is to eat out.
A lot of times it's cheaper to go out and have dinner.
I feel like nowadays it's almost cheaper to go out and get something. So, but that's opening up soon. Something that I'm going to put on the website tomorrow. Michelle is back with us. Thank the Lord for that. We needed her. I don't know if y'all have noticed our social media content's been through the roof. That's Michelle.
Michelle's back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought she moved.
We even made a theme song for her.
Awesome.
Oh, I didn't hear the theme song.
Yeah, she has her own theme song. Here it is, Karen.
Michelle's back, tell a friend. Look who's back, 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 look who's back.
See?
Yo, guess who's rolling in? She's back from summer break. Michelle, she's wide awake and in.
I know she loved that.
Oh, that's funny.
I had to resubmit. That song, by the way, is available on all major music platforms. You can go to iTunes and buy this song. Their AI, these music submission companies, thought it was explicit and wrote like parental advisory. I was like, there's nothing explicit about that song. So we submitted a request to change that, to get rid of the big E that's on it. But no, so she's been doing a great job. And I mentioned this because I'm going to get her tomorrow to put on the Coming Soon. Have y'all seen what is opening up right next to you guys over there in the funeral home? I just saw the sign this weekend.
Oh, yeah, we knew about that. Or Toy had told me about it.
Are we allowed to? Well, I don't want to give any insider. It's public. The sign's out there.
The sign's out now.
It's an indoor pickleball facility. Have you seen this?
Where's that going?
It's right
between us and the car wash.
Between you guys?
Really?
Yeah.
Why haven't I seen that?
Because it's hard to see.
I drive by there every day.
Trust me.
I'm there every day.
Trust me. I drive by and I just looked and I saw like some random little tractor. And I was like, what is that sign? And it said, coming soon, indoor Do you have any insight into this, Denise? What is this thing?
Have you played pickleball?
No.
I haven't either, but I heard it's like a cross
pretty
between
popular
tennis
now.
and ping pong, sort
Yeah.
of. But I've never played it, so I don't really know.
It's
But
the new thing. Everybody likes
Yeah.
playing pickleball.
We have like the pickleball courts out at Elkins, and a lot of people go. In fact, Robin Logan's brother, Robbie D's, he's big into it.
Oh, yeah.
And he comes out there and plays. And I'm sitting there thinking, how many times, Karen, have you got interested in something and you thought, man, this will be cool, but then you realize there's been people doing it for like 20 years and they're really, really good at it, and then it discourages you?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I want to go play, but then I drive by and I see these people playing, and they're so into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there's no way I can play like that, so I don't even want to touch it. It's like piano, man. I want to learn to play the piano, and then I'm sitting there thinking, like, that guy's been playing like a year, and I can't even get to that level. And that's being negative, Karen. I need to stop. But I'm telling you, everything that you think of that's out there that exists, somebody out there is already doing it, and they're doing it like 1,000,000 times better. And then you just feel like, great, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, that's why I don't mop. There's somebody that can do it better than me.
So now there isn't anybody that can do pools better than you. So see, so that if you drive by and you see Karen on the weekends in the summer in the pool, and they're always having a good time, you may not want to go to the pool ever again because they're like, well, they do it better than anybody else. So. Well, hey, let's take one final break. I've got a few things that I want to go over. What is it the day of? Also, a little bit of trivia that we do now, and also today's impossible question. Before we do take that break, though, giving away a little cash today. What's that keyword, Karen?
Cookies.
Cookies. That's in honor of the Otis Spunkmeyer Cookie Oven that will be making its way, finally, to Walker County Federal Credit Union this week. We are anticipating that you'll be able to go by there and get free cookies starting on Friday. Can we announce that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. So let me plug that thing in and make sure it fires up.
We're
Cookies.
taking it with us today. We're going to clean it ourselves because we may not have it Friday if we wait on Rob.
Cookies at the Walker County Federal Credit Union this Friday. Text in the keyword cookies. I'll tell you what, I'll give away some money today, and all you got to do is text in the keyword cookies along with your name. That is on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number 936-339-0139. As always, our Mondays brought to you by our friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. We'll take one final break. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Stay with us. More to come. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today. Spirit Radio FM thanks Walker County Federal Credit Union for their support. They offer personal and commercial banking services, including a banking app. Their website is walkercountyfcu.com. Walker County Federal Credit Union supports Spirit Radio FM.
All right, friends, wrapping it up here, 8:49, feeling fine. Karen, you feeling fine?
Feeling fine.
Feeling fine. Need a little wine. Denise, Olivas, you feeling fine?
Every day.
Every day I'm hustling. I'm not really hustling anymore. You know, I'm just working, supporting family. You hustling?
That's a hustle.
That's a hustle?
That's a hustle.
I feel like you got to have a side hustle these days.
You kind of do.
You got a side hustle? Would you consider trivia like a side?
I consider,
like a side hustle?
Delphina takes care of us.
Get a little extra.
So we do trivia with her, and then I do the bingo for her on Wednesdays also. And then sometimes, like when she's out and she does events with the truck, I'll go.
I kind of think
help.
of it.
Just stay out of the way.
I think of it like a bingo card. You got that dauber or whatever. You got to daub in a few things. You know, I'm daubing here, daubing there. You got just trying to fill that bingo card, man, to support the family.
Mm-hmm. Or like my cousin says, dipping and doing in them streets.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it cracks me up every time she says it.
Dipping and doing.
Dipping and doing in them streets. It's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I'm trying to think of. Does that show up in Wade Thibodeau's newspaper? I'm just kidding. 72 as you're up this morning. Welcome back in. Mostly sunny today, 91. Rain returns to the forecast tonight. We'll have patchy fog, 40% chance of precip tomorrow, and then overnight as well, Tuesday night, we'll have a 40%. Rain actually going to stay in the forecast through early Wednesday night, and then we'll have a brief break. How about this, though? Boy, the weekend is shaping up nice. Low 80s on Thursday and sunny for a high. Saturday, just a slight chance of showers and 85 degrees. It's going to get down into the upper to low 60s later this week.
No way.
Yeah, are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
That'll
nice.
feel good.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to. That's my kind of weather right there. So,
yeah.
Well, hey, welcome back in. A few things that I wanted to touch base on real quick because I know we all got to get rolling. Man, some of these I don't go over because a lot of them are political. You know, on Friday of this week is going to be 40 days to the election. Can you believe that? Friday this week. We're actually starting a 40 days of a nonpartisan 40-day call to prayer that I'm putting together a email list, and every day I'm going to send out a prayer of every day. If you're signed up to that list, it's through like 40daysusa.com, but I've partnered with them. And we're putting together an email list here. And so you sign up for that. And starting on Friday, I'm going to send every single morning, I'm going to send a prayer for our nation. So if those of you that are interested in that, we'll have more information coming out this week on how to sign up for that. On this date, look at this. In 1938, a time capsule to be opened in the year 6939 is buried on the grounds of the World's Fair in New York City. I can hardly wait for that.
6939.
Okay,
Wow.
how many? It was in what? 18? Why that?
1938.
1930. Why did they pick that year?
I guess because that must have been the World's Fair in New York City. There must have been a World's
I'm
Fair.
going to do the math. Oh, 5,000. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's really quick math. I couldn't do that, Denise. She's like,
I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to.
that took me way longer than it should have. I was like, why did they pick that year?
What do you think they're going to find in that thing, Karen?
Nothing.
telling.
Dust?
Maybe some Joe Camels. You know, some
Yeah,
dust.
maybe.
That's crazy. I kind of want to go over there and dig that thing up.
I'm surprised nobody has.
You know, if it wasn't bad to do that kind of stuff, I would. I'd start looking up a list of time capsules. I'd just start digging them all up.
Right.
So, all right, Karen and I got a new hobby to do. It's called digging up. That's our dipping and dotting in the streets. Dipping and doing in the streets. Today is National Family Day, the fourth Monday. And so all the family out there, all the mamas.
Bring your family to rodeo tonight.
Yes.
Bring them to rodeo tonight. It's National Snack Stick Day.
Snack stick?
What the heck is a snack stick? Doesn't sound good.
It really doesn't.
I don't know what a snack
Like I had that, as soon as I heard that, I thought of like a skewer with bacon wrapped around it, and it just doesn't sound good. Denise like,
It's bacon. What's not to love about that?
I just think of like heart attacks when I think of that, man.
I just thought of like
look
the
at this one.
beef thing.
National Great American Pot Pie Day. Are you a pot pie eater?
Not really. No, I like the crusty part, but not the stuff inside.
I haven't had a pot pie in such a long time. People in Colorado have a lot of pot pies, by the way. That's,
Yeah, they do.
It's national.
It's a little different up there.
Yeah.
They cook a little different.
May have a piece of that pie. It's National Checkers Day. And here's a good one, National Dogs in Politics Day. Why not? You know, everybody likes talking about politics. Let's get the dogs
Who
involved.
comes up with this stuff?
Yeah. It's also Restless Legs Awareness Day today.
Lick.
And Karen, we will not mention this one, but just as a fun joke, look what it also is today.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
Oh, no. We can't mention that.
Cannot mention that one. Anyways, Bruce Springsteen. You guys all know Bruce Springsteen. Turns the big 75 years old today.
Wow.
Wow. He is
probably something good to know for tonight.
75. The boss's birthday is not a day off. It's time to play Name That Boss. Do you guys want to do this real quick? Just because we're
okay.
thinking about him. Can we do this? This is part of the
Sure.
trivia.
All right.
He was the boss on Dukes of Hazzard.
Boss Hog.
Boss Hog,
Hog.
that's right. Famous for its staplers. Has the word boss in it, kind of. What?
Boss stick.
That's it. Man, Karen, this is why this is the trivia queen. He was Jane Hathaway's boss.
Oh,
Not wet, but
Jane Hathaway was on Beverly Hillbillies.
not wet. His last name started with
Drysdale. Mr. Drysdale. Yeah.
Perfect. I would have never got it. Blame it on this dance. What kind of dance begins with boss? I don't even know if that's it, Denise. Nova.
Oh, Bossa
Nova.
Bossa Nova.
I'm giving hints away here. He was Lucy Carmichael's boss.
Lucy Carmichael.
I don't know this one.
I don't know that one either.
Mr. Mooney.
Okay. Didn't know that.
A 2,000-pound city. No idea why it's called a 2,000-pound city. That's a good one to research. Boston. Good guess. That is it. Boston. Tony Danza was the boss of this show.
Who's the boss?
Who's the boss? A fine line of tools. You said boss stick a while ago,
Yes.
but there's a line of tools very similar.
I know this.
It ends with shh.
Oh, is it just
I
Bosch.
can't-
Bosch?
Bosch.
Oh.
Yeah, Bosch.
Is that tools?
Yeah.
That wasn't what I was
Yep,
thinking.
Bosch Tools, yeah. He was the boss on McHale's Navy. I don't know that one. That's Captain Binghamton.
That was way before my time.
I would know this one, and it would be kind of cool if y'all knew this one. It would make me feel really cool. He owns and runs the nuclear power plant on The Simpsons. He's the boss.
Mr.
I never watched The Simpsons.
It's
Great.
Homer's boss.
Yeah.
What?
What happens when a fire touches you?
Oh, Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
I feel semi-cool then. Thanks a lot.
I'm like, I could see him.
He was one of George Costanza's bosses on Seinfeld.
I never watched Seinfeld.
George Steinbrenner. So there you go. That's a little bit of trivia
Yeah.
today to honor the bosses. Things you need to know real quick today. None of these are any. Researchers in Japan have uncovered a surprising link between the food we eat and the prevention of tumors in the small intestine. The Japanese team behind this study found the answer to suppressing tumors in several unlikely foods, including milk and red meat. You know, someone told me I'm doing these studies online. It's really through this college course through ORU, and it's about it's called peak performance. And I like the way they said it. They said when you're eating meat, although I won't do this, so I'm not performing at a peak level. They said choose meats that have the fewest number of legs. Think about it. I never thought of it that way. The fewest number of legs means it's better meat. Fish have no legs. Fish is really healthy to eat, right? Chicken has 2 legs. Chicken's fairly okay to eat. Beef and all red meat, yeah, it's really, really great, and it's my favorite, but it has 4 legs. Not that great for you, according to some people. So eat meats with the fewer number of legs. I will not follow that advice. Finally, today's impossible question. Forget that one. A latest survey revealed that fewer people are looking forward to this fall. What are they looking forward to this fall? Let me say this again because it's kind of confusing. A latest survey revealed that fewer people are looking forward to this fall.
Fewer people.
Fewer people are looking forward to what this fall is a better way to word it. What are they looking forward to less this fall? Think about that as we go on. 20% of Americans say they sleep in every weekend. Are you part of the 20%?
No, I can't.
I like to sleep in on the weekends.
I'll
yes,
stay
I do.
in bed, but
Here's another
can't
question.
sleep in.
Here's another question. What time would you consider sleeping in being? Like if it's what time in the morning, what would that be sleep in to you?
10:30.
10:30?
I mean, I can't physically sleep past 7:30, but usually I wake up at 5. So if I can make it to like 8 or 9, I'm like,
I have no problem sleeping till 10:30.
Karen's over here.
Thank you.
Karen's over
I
here.
can do it.
10:30. For me, it's like 8.
Sometimes 11.
I mean, I'll stay in bed. That's great. But yeah,
I have a friend that drives in from Georgetown to help me broadcast. And this dude literally will stay asleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have to go check on him, make sure that he's okay. Like, are you all right, Nathan? He's like, and all I hear in there is like, all this weird noise. And I'm like, all right, I'll leave you alone. Don't go in there and poke the bear.
I admire people who get up early on the weekends, but even though they don't have to. I think that's weird, but I think it's a weekend. You're supposed to sleep in.
my body will not let me. My brain wakes up at that time
not
every
mine.
day.
Can I put you on the spot for something and don't feel guilty if you don't know? Because
Sure.
I kind of stumble, but now I do know a little bit. It took me many years. 1 in 4 of us can't name a single one of their neighbors. Can you name your neighbor, one of them?
Yeah.
You can?
I know mine, yeah.
It took me like 4 years, and then I finally got to. But there's still people.
That's sad that people don't.
It
I mean,
is.
it's good where we live. We know our neighbors, and we're friends with our neighbors, and we check on our neighbors, but a lot of places don't do that.
There are people at the end. We live on a small street. There's 1, 2, maybe like 8 houses on our street, and I'm sad to say that I only know like 2 or 3 of those houses.
You need to get to know your neighbors.
I know one because she always speeds in this little black car, and I'm always, slow down, and it's an older lady. And I'm like, slow down, I have kids. I'm that guy now that screams in my front yard at the people to slow down.
No, you definitely got to be friends. They're the ones that take care of your stuff
That's
when you're
right.
gone.
They'll look out for you.
They do. You know, one lady brought us she crocheted a blanket when Braylon was born, and she brought it to us.
That was nice.
Very nice of her. Finally here, 73% of women, great, say men over 40 who wear this look ridiculous. This will fall into me. And it's not tennis shoes with dress pants. Because I'm honoring.
Long socks.
Long socks, that's a good guess. Wearing your cap backwards.
Oh.
I figured it was something with a hat.
Are y'all opposed to that? Like a guy wearing the cap backwards, or you think it's kind of childish? Or
I'm not opposed.
not opposed? Okay. Because I wear mine backwards. I don't know why. I just do. I don't try to act cool because I know I'm not, but I just like to throw it on backwards, you know? Anyways, all right, there you go. That's our very important discussion today. All right, let's go back to the impossible question before we hit our phone line real quick. The impossible question was, latest survey revealed that fewer people are looking forward to what this fall? What is it? What is your guess?
The election.
My guess is the time change.
That's really good, actually. The election, the time change, all good answers. None of those,
holidays?
None of those are correct.
No.
I'll give
Oh,
you
yeah, holidays.
Holidays,
Yeah.
okay. Good answers. I'll give you one more guess.
I don't know. Fall. It has something to do with fall.
Something that people get at Starbucks, which I don't know why.
Oh, the pumpkin
pumpkin
spice.
spice.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
spice.
Gross.
I never liked that anyway.
Are you a Starbucks fan?
No.
Starbucks fan?
I
I'm
like
not
the-
a coffee person.
You're not
per
one?
se. I mean, that's cappuccino.
Oh, it
That's
is? Okay,
cappuccino.
okay.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Excuse me, Karen.
It's a cappuccino.
I didn't need my coffee. You know, my brother and I used to joke around because my brother and I have this weird sense of humor that, like, if I didn't have my brother, I don't know who I'd be able to relate with on some things. Because we call each other about the dumbest things. One of my biggest that we just joke around about, because I guess we're trying to be cool too, and you know, so we joke around about other people trying to be cool. The other day, I see like a guy with a brand new, like big old huge truck and a new deer blind in the back of his truck. He looked real tough driving his truck, so I just had to call my brother and be like, "Hey, it's me, Tough McGruff. I got my big truck and my deer blind, and I got my feeder. I'm going to get me some deer." And like it's just like only my brother and I think it's can
Yeah,
joke about it.
yeah.
And then another one was when I see construction trucks that are parked going in to eat and they're flashing their lights. And there's no point of that. And so my brother, he'll call me sometime and he'll do the same thing and be like, "Yeah, it's me, Big Earl, and I'm at Denny's with my construction truck and my lights flashing." You know, I don't even know why we joke around that. But that's what we do. So
Well, that's good. You have that relationship with your brother.
and there's no one else that I would,
Right.
no one else would think that's
because
funny.
everybody else would think, okay, Rob, you've lost it.
Yeah, it's just my brother and I. We do it all the time. And I thought of that because when he worked with me at my IT business, we used to always joke around about people who were really angry in the morning until they had their coffee. And they'd always come in with their computers and they would be real sophisticated. "Oh, I had to get my coffee this morning before I get my computer work done. I had to get my coffee before my day gets started." And we used to joke about that.
Yeah.
Karen. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, only we think it's funny. All right, you know what? I have a new laptop, and I don't have the phone line plugged into it yet, but I can say that
Nice.
our winner today is, drum roll, Jennifer Augustinetti. You've won some money from us
Oh,
today.
good job, Jennifer.
So, Jennifer, we are sending you a little bit of cash today, so just text back in your Cash App or your Venmo, and we will send you some money
Oh, look
today.
who just joined.
Hey, who is that?
My mom.
Miss Joy joining us today. All right, before we go, I know we got to go. I do want to do real quick, Your Time to Shine. It's a little segment that we do here on this show. And Karen, I don't know if you've been part of this before. We'll change up the music, make it a little more rock worthy. Do you hear this, Karen? Hold on. All right, you can hear that now, right, Karen? All right, it's Your Time to Shine on the morning. Hey, look, it's Jennifer Augustinetti. She chimed in saying, "Good morning, marvelous non-mimosa Monday," she says.
Yes, unfortunately, Jennifer.
Y'all have a blessed week. She didn't. We just threw that in. Jamie Saucier Woodworks joining us. Good morning. He did our sign back there.
Hey, Mr. Jamie.
Jamie, holla to Jay. What if you could do that? Like, if I was like, if my name was started with a J, I'd ask my wife, be like, "Holla to Jay." She probably would not be with
I don't
me
think she
anymore.
would do that.
She probably would have never married me. Autumn is joining us. Good morning, Autumn. Saying good morning, Huntsville family. Oh, she said good morning, Karen. You got a special.
Yes. Hey, Autumn. She and I went to high school together.
Well, she gave you a smiley face. Oh, Denise.
Thank you.
Don't feel left out. She gave you a good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Denise is over there like, and then she.
Whatever.
Quentin Glaze joining us, number one engager. Good morning. How about the Horn family who went to Carmelita Taqueria?
Awesome.
I love the name of that. It's got a ring to it.
And y'all can fact check me. I believe that used to be Delphina's and she sold it to them.
Really?
I think so. I
I think that's right.
I believe she's told me that before.
Yeah.
That was their property and they sold it
Yeah,
to them. So.
I think that's correct.
All
I remember
right.
hearing that. Yeah.
Go to Carmelita Taqueria and go to Rodeo as well. Richard and Linda joining us this morning. See, they always go to our lunch with us, by the way, the Horn
Yeah.
family. You'll love them. Have you ever met them?
I have not.
Oh, they're the greatest people you'll meet. Olga Chicas. Do you know Olga?
I don't know Olga, but hi, Olga.
But good morning.
She ain't giving me a shout out. She's only talking to y'all. Good morning, Karen and Denise. Tara Burnett over at Hart's Veterans Museum. Good morning.
Mayor Humphrey.
Saying, let's go Huntsville. And the best and the best thing that Russell does, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You need some Kool-Aid.
That actually started at
Rodeo.
I don't remember if it was a bingo night or a trivia night, but I make him do it every time he's there.
Ellen Duke from Trinity, Texas, joining us. Another, oh, yeah, from Russell Humphrey. Roger Burnett joining us. Roger, Tara's husband, watches.
Yeah.
He started texting in saying he's here in the morning. So good morning to you.
Good morning.
Darlene Jackson, she won some earrings from. Did you got your earrings finally?
Finally, you brought them to me.
I got them
Finally.
She wasn't upset
That should
about
have been
that.
the key word. Finally, we're getting the cookie oven.
That'll be next week. Darlene Jackson saying, Brookshire Brothers has great chicken pot pies. There you go. Also, a couple of other ones here. Billy Cawthon. Good morning, Billy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Holla to playa. Jennifer Gustanetti, happy she won. Paula Springer joining us. And Joy Daly. Miss Karen's mama. And finally, Kyle Kreiner.
I saw RB on there, too. He was watching.
Who was it?
Russell.
Oh, yeah. Russell's on there, too. Yep. Kyle Kreiner said, Jello. I finally got up.
Jello.
Well, that'll wrap it up, ladies. Thank y'all for hanging out, doing a little extended show as we always do here on this show. May have to start it back at 7 one day. Would you like that?
But would you turn the AC on before we get here?
Did it cool off a little bit?
No, it's hot.
Excuse me. Let me leave.
I'm comfortable.
It's hot in here.
Hey, listen up, plays. That's because Denise and I are up in
That's
here.
right. She's in the middle of all this.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up, friends. It's been a fun one here. Please go by. I know we joke around, but we do celebrate the great things in our community. Go by and see my good friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. They will take care of all of your financial needs. If there's something they can't do, they have the resources to point you in the right direction. We'll be back at it tomorrow as Steph Valley will join us here. I believe Sergeant Mathis coming on as well, so we'll have a great show lined up. And all week, we've got great things happening here on Good Morning Huntsville. Do you guys have any closing remarks, anything?
Just come see us for trivia, and don't forget Thursday, the Mayor's Ball.
All right, we'll see you there. Huntsville, as I end every broadcast, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please, please, please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until tomorrow morning at 7:30, we love you. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone. See you, Karen and Denise.
Bye.
Bye.